Welcome back to Duro 3 YouTube channel. The final pieces to the for the Willem Winter C1518 have finally arrived, and the latest upgrades and things I've done to this have finally been done. First things first, we have got this monster of a output flange. This is a Create RC10 output flange. I had it the shoulder taken off here. That was for the output for the actual. Well, can we see this? No, we can't see it, can we? Okay, we have to stand up. This is gonna be heavy. Okay, we have the stainless steel sleeve which goes on here, top of there. It was cleaned up, and then the output flange. This is too heavy for me to hold up. I'll have to turn it down a bit. There we go. There we go. The output flange had a little lip taken off, and then it was welded to the stainless steel. This is galvanized. I placed a bolt on the top. At the same time, the people that did this put in 2 extra grub screw holes in here. So there's the original one, and there's the new one of the new ones, and there's another new one there. So we've actually increased that. The output flange, being the Create one, has these massive big mast brackets, really thick steel, as you can see my finger, so you can see how thick they are. So they'll go on there. They are mounted by and clamped down by 16mm galvanized bolts. These are all brand new, of course. This is a brand new thing. So basically that is all ready to go. So basically we move forward, put these all back over here again on their own. Before I put that on top, I'm going to show you what extra I've done to the very bottom of this. So this thing weighs a ton. Just move them across. So I finally did the mods to this. Now you may have noticed that it's actually sitting on a flat now. Well, before it had a shaft coming out the rear end of it. Now we don't have a shaft in the bottom. So I removed the bottom flange. Turn it over a bit, and we'll hurry in a bit here. So what we've done is this bottom section to that lip, that's all stainless steel. It has 16 by M12 bolts holding it down. So what I've done is I've had the shaft was at the bottom of this. I've had that cut off. I've had the holes for 8 of the bolts countersunk, so that they actually go inside, and then it's flat. And now I have only 8 bolts. We can use 8 bolts to actually bolt it to a tower or whatever. So that's what I've done. And I finally painted the bottom. Once I knew what I was getting done, so I finally painted the bottom of it. You may notice that I've removed the plug. I pulled it back apart again. After doing this mod, sitting it down, I thought, well, it's going to be, the plug's going to sit down quite low. So I decided to remove the plug and socket idea and use a flying lead idea. So flying lead makes it more user-friendly when it's sitting in something, inside a tower or something, or maybe closer to the ground where we can't get to the plug. So this makes it easier because it sits out to the side now. So I just changed all the wiring completely and right up to the limit switches and the motor, or to the limit switches and the potentiometer, I should say. So basically, and we have all new 25mm. They may be a little bit on the long side, but I've got to allow for thick material. So we have, 50mm long. So these are M8s, M10s, I should say, M10s. So we have 8 M10s holding it down. And getting back up to here again, the whole gland of this actually fits inside the original hole where the plug was before, or the plug and socket was before. So that's actually recessed up the side, which allowed me to get the cable to come out before it hit the deck anywhere. So that's what I've done there, and I've put my labelling on it. I redid the white paint they had sitting there. I don't know what it was there for, but Obviously for some reason I decided to keep it there, so we're going to turn him back over again, turn him around, and basically what we're going to do, these are the bottom pins. They actually go into the very bottom of this. That's stainless steel again. So you can see the two pins. Right, now this heavy monster, they're actually located in a certain way, so you can only go on one way. So basically, we're going to slide this over top, go down there like that. We also have replaced the original bolt that I had to, now it was all thread, or what they call a set screw. We now are using a bolt, and so we've got solid shaft as opposed to thread on the shaft. So basically we can actually, I'll put it from the other side. Up, right, that's it. Get the spring washer off would be a good idea. So that will go through. I'll do this up tight later on. And we are using 3 high tensile. The original one that came with this, the single one, was in that bag, so it's still here. So I have the original one there, which is aluminium, stainless steel, sorry. And also I've got some spare pins which was in the locators for the base pipe, and I've also got the 4 long M6 screws to remove the top housing off, so they're all in that bag. So basically we have, these will go in and locate, I'll probably show you the hole. I did, yeah. They will locate into the recesses that I drilled into the shaft. Maybe I should show that because I forgot about that bit. I forgot to mention that. I showed you these threaded parts, I didn't show you the other bits. So, I'll take it back out again. Okay. So, once I got those done, I used some other grub screws to mark the actual holes, and so I have recessed holes. So these are what they call a dog head grub screw. So they actually go into a hole. So basically, it's like this is add more shear force. So this is what's actually fits a hole. Instead of the grub screw just touching that, it is actually now recessing into it. So basically, I have the original hole is here, and we have one there and one there. So basically, that's what's happening now with this. So lifts back up again. Thing weighs a ton. I'll drop it back on here again. Oh, and I've sealed the top. Probably didn't show that. I've actually put a boot inside, so like an end cap, just happened to fit inside, and I've glued that in place. So I'm going to put just a 10mm bolt in here as well. It just doesn't really do anything. I think it's probably seeing, we can't see in there, but it's where what they did is another thing they did with this is they cut the flange back, so it actually, and stepped it back so there was a step in, so it actually sat directly inside here to locate it. So it's actually got a step in it. Probably can't see it, but it's actually stepped inside. So basically that's how that goes on. Just drop it back in place again. Put our bolt back in again. Alright. Now, when they start, as I said, these are high tensile, so they're a bit more shear force than and having stainless steel ones. I thought I'd use stainless steel, but I might as well use high tensile. It just gives a bit more shear force. Being Allen keys as well, so they can go into there. I'll nip these up tight. Later on. So when I'm finished, I just thought I'd show you this, and so So I'll try and get this as far away as possible. We'll pan up. And just imagine there we are. So it makes it a bit tall. I was going to get them to cut this down and redo everything, and I've decided I'll just leave it as it is. It was starting to cost too much money to get this all done. Cutting stainless steel and machining something, because what they had to do was they had to line bore the inside once they welded it, because it was going to grab at the top. So they did a whole lot of stuff for me. So basically, yeah, it is now, once I do those bolts up, we'll get this off here before they fall off it for some reason. Now it's all new. Create RC10 output flange and the mast brackets, so that's all those. We have new plug for the rotator, we'll just screw onto that, and we have the socket, or plug I should say, for the controller. So what we're going to do is, not that you can probably see much here, I am going to just show you this all operating for a final time. As you saw in previous videos, the controller here. So I'm going to move that in there. I'm going to get my test cable out. Plugging all in. And these are a snap lock plugs, so there's only half a turn and they snap lock in. So there we go. So that's over. Probably bring this back a little bit more. I'll put this in front of it. Basically you're going to see everything. I really need to try and move further back, but I can't move further back, so we just have to deal with it as it is. So okie dokie, so we'll turn him on. We're sitting at west at the present moment, as you can see here. Sitting at west. So we're sitting there for now. So basically we can do manual. We're at west, so we can do a manual left and take him around. And that's flat out speed. We can turn the speed down. I worked out the rotation time was, I'll have to go and get the chart. It's about 60 seconds flat out, and I think it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I think it was 150 seconds in slow speed for 360 degree rotation. So 60 seconds for a rotation at high speed, and at low speed it was doing at about 160 seconds. So 150 seconds, yeah, 2 minutes 30 I think it was, if I remember correctly. So we can get down really low with the speed. We can turn the speed up and down whatever we want. The motor's fairly quiet, and beauty of this is it has slow speed when you're in manual mode. This is this PCB is the same that's in a G1000, so I put a G1000 PCB in this XTX controller, which gives you slow speed startup. I'll try and shut it for a second, and then I'll do that again. So ramp down and ramp up. And ramp up. And then when you take your finger off, and here it's still going, then it shuts off, so you've got to shut off early to drive this. So basically, yeah, so she's it's working fine. And then I'll go the right way, of course. And there's a delay between forward and reverse as well. So we'll go flat out, and it has the same styles of limit switches that the 2800 has. So when it gets to the limits, it goes into slow speed mode, and you probably can't see it, but let's move this up a little bit again. I can't move it. So we're coming up to north, and it will go into slow speed, and then it will turn off. So basically, there we go. So again, slow speed startup. We're just doing manual mode for now. Actually, what I'll do is I shall take it around. I'll do then we just do that. Press start. And do manual, as in automatic dial presets and hands free. And we can then play with the actual speed if we wanted to. We'll be going flat out the present moment. Just want to get this thing done. This rotator will be up for sale. Got to work out the costings on it. It's a bit of a beast. So at 30 kilos, I've got to re-weigh it because I took weight off, but I've also added weight on with the other bits and pieces. So I'm going to weigh it up again. And so here we go, 210 degrees. And all you can see moving around is a bolt here. Can't really see much else. I've got a mark on here which is our rotation mark for alignment purposes. So now we're coming into north, it stops, slow down and slow down. I'll start that again. Go into the overlap mode in this one. So coming around to east, it will go into slow speed mode prior to, well, it's not exactly 45, we need to go manual mode now. And there it goes in slow speed. And limit. So limit is as far as I can get on. I couldn't go any further than this. I get about what's that, 60, 70, about 75 degrees of overlap as opposed to the 90 degrees. I couldn't quite get any more out of it. So that's as best I can get. So basically we're off and running. But yeah, for what it is, it's working fine. It aligns really well, and basically it drives really well. And we can actually now go back to, let's go back to 180 because we press the start menu. So we can dial him back again. And then all I do now is I might even transport it without the top part on. Might be easier to transport that way, and then we slide it on. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with this yet. So basically, yeah, it's ready to go, and now I can actually upload this video, and then I can actually finish up all the paperwork bits and pieces, and I can put it up for sale. Hooray for that! It's only been 2 years in the making, so can't rush these things. So we're coming around to south. Go into slow speed mode and then stop. There we go. And people smack bang on south. And so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it round to a point. See my west point here. There's a west there. I had it sitting at west, so I might just do a manual around to there. We'll set him at west. And we'll see our line come around. And then we can dial him down, and we can hone in on it. There we go. And as you can see, smack bang on west. So I've got my alignment to work really, really well in this thing. Okie dokie. This is the final part. Trials and tribulations of getting this Will & Winter C1518 all up and running again. Okay, we shall catch you in the next video.